Attention, attention. Public service announcement to all FCS schools, specifically HBCUs, Alabama A&M, and Alabama State. You need to be watching film, doing your push-ups, and eating your vitamins. You will have to do something about the topic of today's video, because his work ethic is up there with the best of them. If Tuskegee can muster up any kind of defense this year, it's going to be a long day because of this man.
My SIAC player to watch. Okay, my SIAC player to watch. And I'm telling you right now, this kid is absolutely special. Wide receiver Antonio Meeks from Tuskegee. I'm about to say Tennessee State. From Tuskegee. Listen, okay? I need to be very clear. This kid should not be at a Division II school. If you are FAMU, if you're Alabama State, if you're Alabama A&M, if you're any Division I program, you should be in his DMs today. This kid is not a Division II wide receiver. He is a group of five. Listen, he is a group of five talent. This kid has it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reggie from HBCU Spotlight, and I'm back with another banger. I'm going to skip all the other stuff. You know what to do. Hit the like button. This is the story of yet another trailblazer who is out to bring black colleges back to prominence. This is the story of Antonio Meeks. Meeks is a 6'2", 190-pound wide receiver from Lilburn, Georgia, where he attended Shiloh High School. He was a part of the 2021 graduating class. The Atlanta metro area is a hotbed for talent, and schools have been catching on recently, recruiting the area for hard-to-find guys like this. In high school, he did everything for the Generals. He played on both sides of the ball, making an impact at QB, wide receiver, and free safety. He also played varsity for all 4 years. He spent most of his time at high school playing wide receiver and free safety, accounting for 824 yards with 7 touchdowns on offense and 69 tackles with 4 picks on defense. The numbers aren't crazy, and maybe that's why schools weren't so quick to pull the trigger. Regardless, according to his social media, he still had offers from Navy, Southeastern Missouri, Gardner-Webb, Southern Miss, Eastern Kentucky, Chattanooga, Sanford, Austin Peay, Murray State, and Western Michigan. He likely had other offers because Tuskegee wasn't even listed. For those of you who heard his high school numbers and are questioning why I made a video on this guy, hold your horses. His college performance so far has already surpassed everything he did in high school. Meeks appears to be a late bloomer. He chose a school where he could develop, would play immediately, and has an amazing alumni base. I respect that. He's not the most shifty, but he makes that up with his precise route running ability, his acceleration, and his sneaky speed. He looks like he's going slow on film, but the gap between him and the defender keeps getting wider and wider and wider. In his freshman year at Tuskegee, Money Meeks showed out. Yup, that's what I'm calling him from now on. This guy's confidence alone deserves a nickname.
Now, Meeks, nowhere short of confidence. And nowhere short of confidence. You got the shades true on. Freshman. I believe you were third in receiving yards. And the crazy thing is, and if any second. But the crazy thing is, you averaged the least amount of targets
31 kids
than anybody in the conference. If you had the targets of the top guys, what would the stats look like?
Oh, come on, you know the answer.
By far. I'm gonna put it on record. I might go for 2,000.
You would go for 2K?
I'm gonna set it high.
Set it high.
Okay.
31 receptions for 692 yards and 6 touchdowns. The man led the conference in yards per catch with 22.3. He is a big play threat. The fact that he did this in a run-heavy offense is even more impressive. The Golden Tigers' run-heavy offense resulted in over 1,400 yards and 23 touchdowns. The running backs who were on the team last year both graduated, so maybe they'll have a more balanced offense this year, especially when your defense is putrid. Tuskegee has a stat that I can't recall ever seeing from a team with a winning record. They allowed more points than they scored and still finished with a 7-2 record. If the quarterback Bryson Williams can get it together this year, Tuskegee may be able to upset the SIAC champions from last year in Benedict. I mentioned earlier that he went to a school where he can be developed, and that's exactly what he did. I'm going to remind you that last season was just his freshman year. Let's take a look at the stats from his last 4 games. 6 receptions, 141 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Lane. 6 receptions, 212 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Kentucky State. 1 reception and 8 yards versus Miles. I don't know what happened that Saturday. But in his last game of the season, in the conference championship game versus Benedict, the best defense in the conference, he went for 176 yards, 2 touchdowns, with just 3 catches. Stop playing with this man. He was only a freshman. It's only up from here. I jumped around a lot on this video, but the thing that you need to remember, the thing I want to drill in your mind, is this guy is legit. In my opinion, he has Sunday ability. I see him doing everybody on this schedule filthy. I just hope he stays at an HBCU because I know the big schools will come calling. If you have a business or something down in Alabama, let's try to get this young guy an NIL. Keep your eyes out for him and keep supporting HBCUs. Before I get out of here, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Scotty at OffScript and also HBCU Plus for the clips in this video. And one last thing, make sure that you all go subscribe to Antonio Meek's YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it to the end, type in Money Meeks in the comment section. I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about this entire situation? Is this your first time ever hearing about him? Do you think any team will shut him down next season? And what final record do you see Tuskegee having? As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. From us, over here at HBCU Spotlight, we out of here. Peace.
Put them damn glasses on.
Yeah, NALV.
Louis V.
Oh, yeah.
My boy bought them hoes straight from Amazon.
But stop playing me. Strap. Marketing God.